However, there are reminders of this vital part of Cumbria's railway system in South Cumbria at the Lakeside and Haverthwaite Railway.
You had to be the right person to work in a signal box. You liked your own company because you didn't see many people. In fact, some people did become introverted because of that. But if you set your mind to it, you had to learn a lot of things. It was a tough course to pass, and you were ruled every 2 years to ensure you were up to date with what was supposed to go on. But as long as you had that knowledge, the actual operation of the signal box, depending on the size of the signal box obviously, was fairly easy. But you had to be aware of what to do in an emergency, and you didn't have time to look at any books or anything then. You just had to deal with it there and then.
The Lakeside and Haverthwaite Railway is 3.5 miles long and was reopened in 1973 as a preserved line to help bring the past back to life. Thousands of people use this popular tourist attraction every year. This is what remains of another of Cumbria's lost lines. In its day, Haverthwaite had been vital to local industry and provided the link for freight to and from Backbarrow Ironworks, the Gunpowder Works at Lowood and Bouth, and local bobbin mills, among other industries. In 1869, the Furness Railway, which had also been involved with the Coniston branch 10 years earlier, opened another branch line, this time from Ulverston to Lakeside at the southern end of Windermere. Once more, we have rarely seen film, which shows us how the line was designed at the outset to connect with the steamer services on Windermere. The station handled large excursion trains, which were a mainstay of the line, and it had long platforms to accommodate the extra length of the services. It really helped to open up the southern lakes to the growing torrent of tourism. Officials from the Furness Railway saw the line could be profitable, and from 1872 they operated the steamers on the lake. To some extent they were pioneers in expanding railway services. In the Edwardian era, the company was famous for its integrated rail, road and boat services and circular tours. Lakeside was built as an extension of the line from Ulverston to Newby Bridge. Ulverston was an important station in those days too. The ambitious Furness Railway also bought the Windermere Steam Navigation Company, and passengers could use both the train and boats for their excursions.
The Lakeside branch of the Furness Railway was opened in 1869, and its primary purpose initially was again an industrial one, to connect to the Gunpowder Works at a couple of places on the line, Haverthwaite and Blackbeck, and the ironworks at Backbarrow. It wasn't until a year or two later that the line was extended on to Lakeside itself. The final bit of the line from Haverthwaite to Lakeside, which is now of course the private railway, was by far the most scenic. Very attractive as it ran alongside the River Leven there, and it provided the direct interchange with the steamers on the lake at Lakeside Station.
When services stopped on the line in 1965 because of the ever-increasing competition from road traffic, the station fell into disrepair and the steamboat ferry services were sold off to a private company. The station reopened as part of the Lakeside and Haverthwaite Heritage Railway in 1973. The Furness Railway had long understood that the development of tourist traffic was a means of reversing the decline in revenues which had been generated by the Furness Iron and Steel Works. This trade had declined from the 1870s, and the company needed another source of income.
During the last 20-30 years of the Lakeside line, it depended very heavily on the tourism traffic. There would be specials, not just specials, regular trains, especially at weekends, from places like Morecambe, Barrow, and further afield, it would develop that very special atmosphere of the interchange with the steamers, which you can still see there today on a good day when the train comes in from Haverthwaite and the steamer is met by the steamer. You have this busy interchange of passengers, which I think is a tremendous example of early public transport integration. And that atmosphere is still there today.
The contrast in terrain in areas of Cumbria which has lost railways is remarkable. Whereas Lakeside and Haverthwaite and the Cockermouth, Keswick and Penrith line traversed some of the most beautiful areas of the Lake District, there were other lines that enjoyed an altogether different sort of beauty.